Hi everyone, my name is Craig Campbell, PM with CyberLink. I am here to show our new Director Suite 7. Thank you for joining us here today. We're going to jump into mainly PhotoDirector, PowerDirector, and dip our toes into Audio Director as well as Color Director. So anytime along, please ask any questions. Our moderators will help. I will not be able to respond myself, but hopefully they will be able to answer any questions you have. We want to try and keep this in within an hour. So with that said, let's go ahead and get going here. So this is our Director Suite 365. It's our latest release. We're going to do a quick presentation here showing you what is available within this suite. It's providing our Director family of products. We have our PowerDirector, our Audio Director, our PhotoDirector, and our Color Director. All of these come within the Director suite. You can buy them individually, or you can get the whole suite for a subscription fee of $10. So as you can see here, we have both professionals and beginners. We're created into both. So we want to make it very easy to use, but very powerful at the same time. So when you need to do something, you can do it quickly, easily, but powerful. But if you need to dig in a little, you can do that as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started and dig in. So Director Suite 365 is a definitive software package. It's for professionals, but also beginners. It blends the precision of editing tools for video, audio, photo, provides an access of wealth of creative content. And a lot of people are generating this content and sharing it online. So you'll be able to get this content online from other people and share your content so they can use your content as well. So it's very efficient, seamless for transitions between video, audio, and photos. So as you can see, the benefits of our 365 subscription model are quite amazing, really. You're going to get the PowerDirector, the PhotoDirector, the Color Director, and the Audio Director. Along with that, you're going to get any exclusive videos and add-ons that come along with this. This is really a lot for $10 a month. I mean, every time we come out with a new add-on, new feature, boom, you got it. So you get regular updates and you get the premium add-ons like our AI style plugins, creative design packs, exclusive express packs. You got it. It's great. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. PhotoDirector, I'm enjoying this already. So you have the tethering. This is something new we've got here. So we're tying into a number of Canon and Nikon cameras. So we have a number of them that we've tested, and not all have been tested. So try yours out and see if it works. So you have Tethered Shooting, AI style transfers. So we have artificial intelligence, online learning different artistic styles, and then bringing that to your PC. So then you can translate that into photos. It's really cool. And then layer editing. We've had this before, but now it's going deeper, a lot more powerful, and yet very easy to use. So first we'll cover tethered shooting. So we're capturing that content directly from the camera and going directly to the PC. So now you can quickly edit the content and see if that photo is good or not. Make some changes to it. If not, take another photo. We've trained our AI style engine to analyze images based on different style intelligence, master artist, from Impressionist to Monet to others. Even our latest Chinese style is in there, and I'll show you that as well. And we have our advanced layer editing, mixing various blends of modes, masks. Masks are very powerful. You don't want to be out there editing your photos and losing pixels. You want to keep that original source, so masks are really powerful. And of course, we have our layers of express layers. So here you can see it's really fun to do a bunch of layers that you can actually use and see how the layering is done, and then create your own after you learn how we did it. Okay, so this is PhotoDirector. We're also doing ContentAware editing and dehaze. We'll cover all those in this demo. And then we'll do our PowerDirector next. So that'll be this. So let's go ahead and escape out of this. Any questions, please pass it on to our team. They're anxious to answer anything. So, okay, so our first thing is going to be web capturing, photo capturing. So I am going to make a few people dizzy here, but I want to show you my quick setup that I've got here. So there's my Canon camera, and I'm going to a little photo studio right there. So, and of course, I'm using a USB 3.1 cable connected up to my laptop. Okay, now that we're all done getting dizzy, let's get back into business here. Okay, so let me turn on my camera. As soon as my camera is turned on, you'll see that the computer detects it. Once it's detected, we're able to work with it. So I'll go ahead, choose import, and go to Tethered Shooting. You can see the Canon there. I'll select that. And right now it is set up for auto, not manual, on the camera itself. But I can go in there and change any of the settings as I need it, from the ISO, focus, and all that. But let's go ahead and choose the basic settings. You can see under here, I can choose what folder directory I want to store it, the naming, all that. So let's go ahead and capture that. One click, it saves it to the folder for me, and I'm done. So let me go ahead and move that guy a little. Ding, ding. All right. See, I don't have any memory card on the camera. Everything's going directly to my studio here. So now I can do my editing directly and quickly. So that's our tethering feature. So try it out with your camera. See how it's working with you for you. Okay, so I'm going to plug in my mouse here so that I can more easily navigate here. So now let's go into showing some of our new AI features. So let me close down the tethering. So we have under our content here, you'll see this photo here. It's a nice photo, pretty landscape in the background, but I want to do something creative with it. So I'm going to go to edit and make it more powerful. Go to edit, click OK. It's going to save this to a new file. I'll go to AI transfer. And here you can see a bunch of templates. We have everything from abstract. Now it's going out there, analyzing that photo, determining what brush strokes is needed to duplicate that artist's work. Now, right now, I've got the original color coming through from this photo, but you could do the original artist rendition of that as well. So now the artist colors is coming through from that abstract. Okay, and this is all been learned online and downloaded to your computer. So I'm not connected to the internet. You don't need to be connected to the internet. Excuse me, I am. But you don't need to for this feature. It's all already learned, and it's just going to analyze your photos and automatically make those changes. Now we also have add-ons. We have add-on templates in here as well. Now, if you are purchasing just the premium product, then you have to purchase the add-ons additional. However, if you get the subscription model, it comes with these. You don't have to pay any extra. So I can go in here. I like this oil style one. I'll choose this one. And I actually do want the original color for this one. And what you'll see also is like we have the strength bar here. So I can go in there and modify that strength to say bring some of that original come through, or I want the full impact of that artist in there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I want to go down to layers now and do something with it. So yes, save that to another file. I don't want to destroy the original. We're always doing that. Non-destructive for the original files. So I'll go in here. I'll create a new empty project. Do 1920 by 1080 for my template. I'll go and drag in that original photo. Okay, and then I will bring over the one that we just modified. Cool, huh? Now we have a number of features here. We have an eraser tool. I can go in here and just, maybe I want my trees to come back in. I want that original tree, but I want everything else to be out. But what you can see is, as soon as I do that, I'm damaging the original file. I'm losing pixels. You don't want to lose pixels, and you don't want to damage the original file. So I'll undo that. What we prefer to do is use a mask. Now you can see this mask here. I do that same thing. It's doing it to the mask. All I have to do is delete that mask. I've already got my original pixels, so I can edit it, use it for a later project. I can also go in here and say load a layer mask. I can say put an ink layer in there, put that as our mask. Then I can select that ink layer mask, stretch it out for the whole photo, and I can see it's on the outer edges. I want it in the middle, so I'm going to go ahead and invert that. Whoops. Yikes. Let me do that again. Didn't mean to delete. Load layer mask, invert it, and stretch it. And of course, I can rotate it if you want as well. Okay. We can go in here and change the brightness and exposure. So that the mask stands out more. Okay, so you can go in there and make different masks and do that. So let's go in and let's actually do another item. Remember, we took that photo of Bob Ross. Well, we want to do something with him, right? So let's grab Bob Ross, drag him over. And now I've got that magic tool here. Again, we don't want to do anything to the original photo, so let's bring in that mask. Then I want to create a magic wand here, which can go in there and start selecting everything for me. The background that I want to get rid of. Change that size. Went too far on that one. And of course, the opposite is true. So you're going to bounce back here sometimes. There we go. Make that real small. Okay, so now got that selected the way I want it. I just hit delete, and I've deleted the background of him. Okay, Control D, deselects it. Now right now it's on the mask. If I were to resize anything, the mask would be resized, but I want both of them to resize at the same time. So I'll click on him, and now I can go in here, resize Bob Ross. I can move him, and you can see the mask over here in the corner is resized with him. And I can rotate them. So simple, powerful, quick, and easy. Click yes, I want to keep them there. We can also go into our Express templates. Again, we have our default templates, autumn, Sunday style. You can purchase additional ones as well, or we can download ones. But if you have the subscription model, wow, we get the comics, we get the other creations as well. Let's do a comic one. Okay, click OK. Now, as you can see, as soon as it imports, all those layers are already selected. They're tied together. I don't have to do anything. So I can resize it. I can rotate it, get it to fit, move it to the position I want, add your text. Once you're happy with everything, add your text in there as well. Say we got 24-inch. Just change the color on here. Let's do a little bit of blue, dark blue. Okay. And put it in there. There we go. No, that blue is not showing up very good. So let's do something dark, black. Black is not showing up either. Okay. With a border, don't want a blue border. The right green border. Oh, I gotta select that guy first. Okay, green border. Okay. Then you can go in there. So you can now say painting with Bob Ross. Okay. So you've done all the text, created your file, and hopefully you've had fun. Any questions? Ask our people online. But here we've done layering, made it easy, tied it all together, grouped it, and it made it more powerful. Okay, so we had the dehaze that we mentioned, and also the ContentAware. So let's go to that next. So let's go first to our dehaze feature. It's a nice little feature. I like this feature. Here you got a photo that's kind of just useless right now because there's just too much clouds going on in here. It's not very good. So let's go ahead and do an adjustment on here. Now, I'm not an artist, any way of the form. I'm not great at photos, but I know what I like, and so do you. So you just go in there. Here's your dehaze feature. Try and get those clouds to go away. I got a little bit of blue coming in too. I like that. I don't want to go too hard, but then I can see, the skin's not looking right. Well, that's where you got these other ones. Saturation. Again, just go until you think it's good. And a little bit of white in there. Increase the vibrance a little. Clarity. Now the dark, since I did that, it's too dark in the back. I don't like his shirt being so dark in there. So there we go. Okay. There we go. And then the mid-tone to bring some of the tone in because I'm putting it so bright. See, now there's a photo it's usable. At least I think it's usable. Hopefully you do as well. But here's, powerful features. Play with it. You can do a lot more, eye removal and all that stuff, but there's a lot of power in here. These are all global adjustment tool options here. So these are not the only ones I've seen. You've got quite a few more from keystone, curve, level. I'm just going over this one right now. Okay, so we've done that. Let's go back to the library. We did say we have ContentAware, right? So here's another one that's kind of fun to have. this is a great photo, but what I really wanted was to get, there were 3 of them. I couldn't get them all in the photo. Well, let's put 3 of them in there then. So let's go into edit. And here we have ContentAware move, clone, and removal. Removal we've had, move and clone are kind of new. So let's do clone one. Okay, so you increase the brush size because I want to get all of his head area. So what we do is we're selecting the area that we want to duplicate and its shadow, of course, right? Once you've got it all selected, hit next. Now I can drag and drop that over. Let's say I want 2 side by side, 1 there and 1 there. And our algorithms are going to go in there and, you know, line it up for the cracks and the looks and all that stuff after you say apply. So it's going to pretty all up. We do a side by side view. Hey, there we go. Cool. So we've duplicated it. Maybe you want to do a removal or a clone. We can do that as well. Let's do a move because that kind of deletes and moves at the same time, right? Because you got to take it from one location and put it to another. So let's go to single view, increase the size here. Want to have 2, 3 of your nephews in a picture instead of just 1. Play it off that they're twins. There you go. Okay, so we go in here, hit that, move him. We want him to be right there. And it does some thinking. Analyzes the area around it, and I don't like the size since I moved him back, so let me bring him down in size. And apply. Do a side-by-side view. You can see the old photo from the new photo. Looks like the same photo. No, well, not the same, you know. Can't tell that I modified it. So, okay. So that's the ContentAware as well. Let's see, did I forget anyone? We did the DAs. Okay, I think that was it for photo. Great. So if there's any questions, again, pass it on to the team. They are looking forward to answer any questions that you have. So back to the PowerPoint. The next one is the PowerDirector. Now with the PowerDirector, again, we're looking for our artificial intelligence, the AI style, artist style integration. We have a new feature called MultiCam Collage. Very cool feature. Let's say you're recording a music. You're at a concert. You're doing a recording. Your friend's doing a recording. You got 3 or 4 phones. You want to sync all that up. We can help you with that. Or maybe you're at a soccer game with your kids. You're doing it from one side and someone's doing it from another side. You get the video. Well, how do you sync it up and create something with that? Well, we'll help you with that. And of course, we want our AI style plugin. How do you bring this video effects, this artist effects to the video world? If any of you have seen Loving Da Vinci, yeah, that's great. Loving Vincent, excuse me. MultiCam collage, we'll show you that feature. So you can create a collage from 4 different ones. So we'll go over that, title effects, pre-cut. We'll show you round trip editing with colors with our software, color editor, audio editor, nested projects, Chroma Key, and title backdrop. Okay, let's get it going. So nested video editing, it's projects that same video project for more efficient editing efforts in the same timeline. We'll show you how to do that. Let's say you've been out with the GoPro and you've been jogging or hiking. It's a lot of video that you got to cut. Well, we do a pre-cut feature, so you can quickly and easily edit that content. We support LUT support for colors, lookup color tables, multi-key sampling. We had Chroma Key, but now we have multiple Chroma Key, and we'll show you how that works as well. Round trip editing, how to go from one within our video editor into another and back without having to port. So let's go ahead and show these features now. Okay, I'm going to launch PowerDirector. This is our video editing software. And what we're going to start with is our MultiCam collage feature. Okay, so I've already got a project that we've put together. I don't take the full credit. There's a team of people working on this. Helps me speed up the process. Okay. So as this loads, you can see I've got 4 videos up here. These 4 videos are from different cameras at different times, so they're not in sync right now. But in this timeline, you're going to see that I'm playing. We created a collage from these 4 videos and we synced them up. That's why you can see that they're starting at different times here. So quickly and easy, we're going to show you how you can do that. Okay. So with that in mind, we'll go up here. You go to the plugin, go to MultiCam Designer, and import from Media Room. Since I've got them in my content already, click OK. Now, we've already had the sync video, audio sync, so I'll go ahead and use that feature, but all it's basically analyzing the audio tracks from all 4 tracks. Now, if I had a soundtrack, maybe from an audio recorder, I could import that audio recorder and use that one to sync them by. So you can choose which source you want to sync with. Right now, we sync with camera 1. But you can modify that as you choose. So, video collage, we'll do that one first. So we'll export this now that it's synced to our video collage. And this will bring up a number of templates, preset templates that we have for the video collage. You can choose any of these or create your own. One thing you should notice, this click to watch tutorial, you'll see this everywhere within here. We'll have video tutorials on all these different features. So if you ever, hey, I want to do video multi webcam capabilities, boom, this will help you do it. Okay, so back to here, we'll do a check from the options here. I like, see, we have 4 videos. Let's go up to this one. Click OK. Now this one's pretty cool, but I want to do a little bit of change. I want a thicker border in there, and I want to go with the black color for that border. Give it a little cartoonish effect, right? So you can play around with this. I can go in here and get rid of audio in one, or I can edit the clip if I want to cut it a little. Or maybe, you know what, I wanted this one last, and that last one first. I'll drag and swap them. So quickly and easily, play it once you think you've got what you want. Make sure it's what you want. All right, I like it. So click OK. As soon as that, it's done. So you got a little bit more control in there I didn't go over, but quickly, easily, you created a collage. Simple. Well, let's say you don't want to do a collage. What you actually want to do is create a single file from all those 4 files. Well, let's go back in there. Again, MultiCam Designer. We import that content, sync it up. Got to have it in sync. Now, we have a single video button. Now, when I click on this, it gives me the option to choose where I want to start from. So I can choose starting at the beginning or anywhere in the middle, and I can choose which camera. Well, I'm going to start at the beginning, of course, and I'm going to choose camera 4 because that's where my first video is. Then I'll click record. So now it's doing a single recorder there at the top of that timeline there. You can see single recorder going on 4, and I wanted to jump to 3 next. So I waited until I got to 3. I only want a few frames in there, and I want to do a quick rotation that jumps from 2 to 1, back to 4, and stop at 2. So there you go. You can keep on playing with it, get it to the way you want. Once you're done, hit stop. And now it's going to create a single video file for you and add that to the timeline for you. So quickly and easy, you created a single video from 4 different video tracks, and it's in sync, and you got that single audio track as well. So that's our new multicam collage and video solution. Hopefully that seemed easy and powerful. Our next one is going to be the text effects. So I'm going to go ahead and go in a new project. I'm not going to bother to save that one. Okay. Now we have a number of new effects, text effects in there. I've got a few in here that I've, to speed up the process, I created a few already. So let me go ahead and play those. So you can see we've got a timeline here, lightning fast. It's got the lightning products in there. Jump to the play ready. Did a little bit of fire in there. Thor hasn't been done. Let's do Thor. Thor, lightning, that's what we should do. Okay, so we double click on Thor. This will bring up our text effects features. Let's close effects, go to special effects. And Thor is God of Lightning, right? So where do we put it on? Thunder, or do we put it on Thor himself? Well, let's do Thor first. Of course, we have a few different looks. You know, we've got look 1, look 2. Which one do you prefer? So let's do look 6. Yes, that's good. Do we want color, different color to go with that? Let's go with, you can add custom colors if you prefer. And see, as you see here, we have keyframes here, so I can have control through that whole keyframe, how long I want it to go, tone it down, increase it. You can control the length, the opacity of it, the period. Of course, that's where all the keyframes come in. Once you're all happy with that, play it. And what about God of Thunder? We don't want to forget him. He needs to have something too. Look, 3, let's increase the size. And for him, I feel like yellow. Okay, so you have fun with it, play with it. You'll see a lot of different features in there that you can really go to town with. So have fun with your text effects. Create outstanding ones and play with it. Have it file all over it. Okay, so we got those. Lightning class ready. Let's go to our pre-cut feature. Okay, new project. Okay, so again, you're out there traveling, surfing. It's a long video. What are you going to do? How are you going to deal with this? You can cut it, import it, cut it, and then save it out there. That's a lot of work just to bring it into the timeline and do all that. What you can see up here is that we have some pre-cuts we've already created. So these don't have any pre-cuts. There's no folder next to them. So if I go in here, click on the folder, you can see these are virtual cuts. These aren't actual cuts. They're just virtual cuts that we've already created. And then here you can see down here, I created this video slide out of these pre-cuts. So how do you do the pre-cuts? Well, it's quite simple. You just right-click on any of these videos, go to pre-cut. This will bring up your pre-cut window to allow you to go in there and do a single trim to multi-trim, of course. You're going to want to do multi-trim. So you can here choose your start time, and then your end times, right? And of course, you can slide the bar around so you can choose different ones as you go in. And as you can see, they're showing up here. I can delete them from here anytime I want. I can also do this based on seconds. I can do it scene detection. I want it maybe every 5 minutes. So you can control this. And once you've got all the cuts that you want, click OK. And you can see the cuts will then show up. These are virtual cuts. I can then go in. I can say, well, I want to work with these two. So let me select these two and drag and drop those into the timeline. Simple as that to work with these. Okay. Get rid of those, don't need those in there, but that was just showing you how to do a quick pre-cut. So simple, easy, powerful, but simple and easy. So let's move on to round trip color. Okay, yes. So let's do some color creation here. So if I go in here, I can do any of these videos. We'll start with the first one, of course. Fix and enhance. Again, color tutorial right there. Now what you need, we have all these colors here, but what's new is PowerDirector now is tied into it. So since we're doing the subscription model, we have access to all 4. PowerDirector is in there. We'll click on it. So now it's going to port that video clip, that one video clip I selected, into PowerDirector. Now I can make my changes in here. I can do everything, from tone, curve, detail, make it the perfect you want. For instance, split toning. I'll go in here. Let's jump forward so we can see a different one. Let's move some. Let's just say, you know what? I know my videos and I have a special color that I want. But what I'm tired of doing is going in here and creating this each and every time for each one into color editor and then porting it over into video editor and doing my video editing. And then again, bringing another one in, editing back and forth. So I got to edit 20, 50 videos and apply all these colors to it. Well, let's speed up that process. So here's my perfect color one. I can now go ahead and create a LUT from this, a lookup table. This can be ported to any other video editing software and used there, PhotoDirector, you name it. So go in here, I'll call this my 3rd favorite one. Been doing this a little, actually 4th, but that's okay. And I create, I'm saving it to my desktop. I've created that. Now I've got that anytime I need it. Go back over there, and all my work is automatically ported over there. I can go over here. I've got clips CO2 selected already. Excuse me. So I've already got CO2 selected. Color presets, CO2, LUT. Go in here, go to my desktop, loop test, and we were on number 4. Okay. Now I've got it on the first one, but I want it on all of these. Well, boom. Click on all. Now all of them have it. Quickly, easily ported over. So now we can import LUTs from other programs. You can create your own and use those with our solution or with someone else's solution. So we're really trying to give you the power as well as the ease with this product. Okay. So next, let's do audio. As you can see down here, I got a problem. My audio file is much too long. Some of you probably run into this in the past and you just shrank it or you cut out the middle and made it fit. Doesn't sound very good though, right? Well, we got a new tool for that as well. PowerDirector. Again, it's one of our components within our subscription model. It launches directly, grabs that audio file for me so I don't have to go and open it separately and load it separately. So we have this new feature in our mix utility. I'll go in here, drag that audio file over, go to so I want to adjust it, right? So I go to adjust and I want to adjust the length. Now I happen to know that video length was about 1 minute and 30 seconds. I could go back and check, but I just happen to remember that. So what I need to do once it's done analyzing this is I need to go in there and enter in that length that I want it to go to. So new length is going to be 1 minute, tab 30 seconds. Adjust and apply. Simple as that. You can see these little wavy lines there. It's done the adjustment. So now I'm going to go in front of that and listen to what we created here. How does it sound? Can I tell the adjustment? Okay, well, what about the second one? There's one right there too, so let's hear that. Yeah, that sounds smooth. Cool. Now it's ready to go, and I just go back. Yes, I need that file. Please port it over for me. Boom. Yeah, see, now the file is in there, it matches, it sounds good, it doesn't sound horrible like so many songs do just to make it fit. Awesome. So we just ported into our color director, our audio director, and I didn't have to worry about jumping from one location to another location and importing and open more programs and getting lost and just getting fed up with it. Cool, I like that. So let me move all this over here. So the next thing we want to show you is our nested projects. So we got projects that I've created in the past, and I want to bring some of that work into here, but without losing that project or getting it all mixed up. I want a nice clean solution for doing that. Well, we happen to be able to do that now. So we've got a quick Thunder project here that I created already. You can see. Well, I personally didn't create, our team created. I don't want to take credit for something I didn't do. But I'm going to take advantage of that project, someone else's project. You can download someone else's project. Now, you noticed I've got 2 tabs up here now. Hey, look at this. When I click Opening Thunder, I can now edit Opening Thunder in its own timeline, make changes to it, modify it, and save it. I got this project, and it's not going to bother my first project, which is still there. So they're still on there, nice clean timelines, and it's already ported over. And when I play this project here, I see the old one, and I can see when it transitions into the new one. So it keeps your nested projects clean, separated, and yet easy to manage, right? Perfect. Okay, so we got a beginning project. Might want to do a little bit something on an end project, right? So let me shrink this window down here a little. And we got another project right here. That's would be my end project. Now, with my end project, I want to go and make some changes to it because it's not where I want it to be right now. First off, there's a green screen in the background, and I want to take care of that. So perfect way to do that is to just double click on this guy. And here's our Chroma Key feature. I'm going to do a first one, just one, because it looks like that should be fine. Looks good so far, right? Okay, we'll leave it at that for right now. I also want to put in media on the top. So let me look for my surf. Put that in the top, and that's going to be my background now for him. And I noticed, look at that, I got a little bit of effect going on there I don't like. I wanted to get rid of all that with my Chroma Key. In the past, this is, you you couldn't do anything because you already used it. Well, that's not the case anymore. Now I can add a new key. All right, so go in here, click that. Oh, looks good. If it didn't, I could go and add a third key. But you know what, this looks good. I don't see any problem with it. It looks good. Seems to be.
Thank you for watching this
Yeah?
video. If you
Cool.
like our
Okay, so we've done that. Let's put a little bit of effect on that. Blur, because we want it in the background. We don't want it to necessarily stand out so much. So it's a little bit more blurry now. Good, so that guy in the background doesn't jump in it. But he's got two videos that, again, empty videos, so we want to fix that up too. So let me edit that and put, you know, something else in their place. So right now they're just placeholders there. So let me replace those. And replace you with that one, and replace you with that one. Okay.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like our content,
Right.
then check out those videos.
Now the next thing you see, it says a subscribe button down there, and the subscribe feature is something you want to do, and it's kind of new. How do you do that? Well, let's show you how to do that. That's actually quite cool. So let's go into our effects, text effects here, and grab over any 2D title and bring it over. And of course, you can put it down there too, so it doesn't matter where you put it. This is just show you how to create it. So we'll double click on that. So did I double click on it? There we go. Okay, so first you want to do is go in there and change that to subscribe now. Right? Now we got new features for backdrop. So if you go down here, we have a new backdrop feature. So here you can do like round rectangle. You can change the color. Let's put something more reddish brown. Okay. There you go. There you got creative backdrop. So you can control the opacity, the width, offset, all that. So that's how you would create the backdrop. So quickly and easily, you've created your content. You made your changes. You can see that I'm doing nested projects here. So now when I go back to the original project, we've got the two nested projects in there. We can play that right here so you can see how it goes. And when the last project comes in,
thank you for watching this video.
the changes we made, quick and easy. It's in a different line, so you don't see it in this one, so it's all nice and clean.
Give us a thumbs up if you like.
So that is the completion for the demo today. So hopefully this generated some insights into what we can do, gave you ideas on what you can do with this software, and gave you an idea of what you want to do with your products in the future, whether it's with ours, which I hope it is, or with someone else's. Again, we're making our software compatible with everyone else's, so if you're already using someone else's content, maybe you might want to use ours and see how the two will work together. Well, that was it for the day. Let me go back to our presentation here. So we hope you enjoyed what you saw today. We enjoyed showing it to you. We have the tutorials online. Please go online, see our courses, surveys, tutorials, a lot of them that help you learn the product, download 30-day trial. We have the $10 subscription model. What's $10 for 1 month to see if this product has all the features that you want and need?